Got it, and I appreciate that. And I got to tell you, being out of work is really, really hard. And I kind of feel this, every family is going through this right now. My son was a carpenter, my first son. He's married to a forensic scientist, works at the state crime lab. And she's had steady work for the last couple of years, which has been a lifesaver. But my son went out and started his own contracting company right about here. So we know what's going on out there. There's two approaches we could take to this economic collapse. First, we could do nothing, which some people have argued we should do in the U.S. Congress. And others of us, including myself, believe we should do something. And that something involves helping the U.S. economy not totally collapse. We have done some things to try to prevent the U.S. economy from totally collapsing. One of which is to pass a bill to try to stimulate and reduce the rate of job loss, including this bill that helped the teachers here, that put about $300 billion into the U.S. economy in construction work. And I actually went to the first groundbreaking of a construction project in the state of Washington associated with that. It was a road project, and it used small contractors because we wanted to insist on small contractors over in Kitsap County. It used small contractors to do a road job, essentially. We've done some things right here in Mountain Lake Terrace, where we had I helped with an appropriation of a water system that was really problematic here in Mountain Lake Terrace. So we have done some things to try to keep the demand up. But it hasn't solved all the problems, obviously. What we need to do, and I agree with you, is we need to focus this money where the job creation really is, which is in smaller businesses. And we have tried, and I have supported every chance I can, every provision I can, to focus that money on small businesses. And I will continue to do so. Believe me, I know exactly what you're going through. And I'll continue to look at every chance I can. One other reference to this, though, this has repercussions in the financial world, too. You know, in the TARP, in the bank bailout, I voted against the bank bailout because I thought it was going to be very, very poorly managed. And it was very, very poorly managed. And it was inappropriately targeted. And one of the reasons it wasn't appropriately targeted is that the previous administration basically gave the money to all the big banks and not the smaller banks, not the community banks. So we have been trying to focus the second tranche of that on smaller banks that can then give construction loans to folks like you in communities. And there's a $30 billion next tranche that we want to focus to community banks so that they can get into companies like yours. And I hope this will be successful.